Megavanen, everybody, and hello. I am Taliseian. There you are, and here I am. And tonight, on a special edition of Taliseian After Dark, we're doing Lord of the Rings Online. I've recently had some bad internet connections, and got them all fixed. And now I'm ready to start streaming again. So here I am. So we're going to pick up where we left off back in Lord of the Rings Online. We'll just get logged in here. Now, it's been a little bit since I've been on. I did put up a stream of me. I had seen a Nazgul alert, and I thought my internet connection was good. So I went ahead and logged in, and I got an invite to a raid group that was taking out the Black Blade of Lebanon. And so I joined in with them. And it was good. It was good getting in. I was still having some rubber banding issues then, and I may still have some rubber banding issues now. So hopefully everything will be okay during the stream. But, so I've been in a little bit. Things seem to be okay. Connection seems to be stable. It was down for about a day, and it's been back up and crazy. So we'll show this again later. Calendar is basically just LI Reward Track 16. See where we're at on that, because I haven't actually checked in a bit. I think I'm almost right around. Oh. I've got a few to claim. And this is just all from the last session I did, the little tiny test stream that unfortunately failed, and then the Black Blade of Lebanon. And it looks like I got up to level 40. The Incomparable Coffer of Craft contains a shattered tracery token and a delving box of crafting materials. That's important. We need that. The shattered token, I think that's the incomparable one. So that'll help me get a really good tracery. So that was a very good get. So let's go ahead. I've got those all claimed. Let's go ahead and throw in the storage. Just rare. So throw those. And there we go. Cool. Now, the reason why I'm here at Weathertop is because that's where I exited from the instance that we did the Black Blade of Lebanon in. And that was an accident. It was part of the raid group, so I picked up a deed a little early. It's not going to make that much of a difference. Only one kill. But we do have Hobbit presents. And it is Yuletide still, so we'll be getting the good presents. Let's see what we get tonight. 50 Virtue XP and some 3 Daleman crams. Okay. Boop, there we go. And there's currently a Virtue bonus, so I got an extra 15 bonus Virtue XP for that. That's good. Very, very good. So, let us port back to... Gotta remember where I'm actually adventuring here. Chief Fisher's Assistant. Get us. I think we just made the crossover into the Entwash Vale. There we are. Yes, this looks familiar. Go ahead and turn in Edelwad's quest. He's got a gray one. Let's see what he's got.
What brings you to these lands?
Chieftain of the Dead. There have always been dark legends about the Wolfden, and your tale bears them out. I wonder why the dead have awakened now. Yeah, it is no matter. You've done us a service by destroying their chieftain. That was from the last full stream that I did, where I entered a cave of undead, and I took out their chieftain. Oh, good. That right there. Reward is for your mount, so you can give them the saddle Entwash because it forms a bridle set that you can dress your warhorse in. Some steed experience, and legendary item experience, reputation, and then I get a choice. Looks like the only one that I can fit is this. And I got better agility. Yeah, that one's nice, but I would just take the most valuable one. 15, 11, and 18. Here we go. Cool, now that we've got that completed, let's see here. Assist Goldwine with preparing for the siege. Oh, that's right. We're starting to work on some of the siege materials because they are worried about the sieges here. So we need to head over here. So we'll head northeast. Let's get buffed up and mounted up. Alright, and we will mount up a regular mount tonight. As most of you know, I'm really, while I can maneuver in one of the Rohan mounts, and I think I just got the wrong way, I went the wrong way. While I can maneuver in one of the Rohan mounts, I just find it easier to do things my way. Plus, I tend to kill things a lot faster than I have to. So, yes, this way. There we go. Like I want to go up over here. What are you doing? Right there. There's that quest completed. Bring the ore and the wood you have gathered to Goldwine at Eaworth. Ah, Dark Talisman. That's the next. That's the big one. We're probably going to have to redo part of that one if I recall correctly. We'll set that as the focus. Yeah. We'll have to redo part of that dungeon. But that's okay. I don't mind. Warband. Not them. Solo, let's take him out. There he is right there. Well, that's it? Oh, right there, you. Oh, that's it? Okay. You've defeated Matham and his band. And a blue box of Entwash spoils. Ooh, 38 marks, some Raharic text, which you use for scholaring, and some Aethelus essences. Very nice, very nice. And do I need that? I do need that. Signet Techno. Let's grab that. Alright. So most of you know I'm sort of try to be a completionist for things like that. So back to Dark Talisman we go. It's only 600 meters away, not too bad. The Woodfen. Bingo. Two tattered shadows. There we go. And to answer that question, yes, he still has it. No, I do not need a reminder, but you get the Vilest Defender. It's a repeatable quest in the zone. I just need to kill 5 Vile Dragar, which I will easily find on my way. As you can see, I've already been here before, but I think I need to go up into the north area, so we're going to head that way. And I should be able to easily take this out. And locked chests I can leave alone, because I actually have the talisman that was in them. Okay, nothing here. Head east. Always to the east. Wonder if anybody remembers that. All right. Taylor scroll case. We'll check that out. That's a remote quest I picked up. There we go. Let's go this way then. That one I will most definitely use. I think we're getting somewhere close. Let's get buffed up. Ah, that's right, there's a deed for finding chambers. And that's the end of the Vilest Defender, which is a repeatable. Oh my, I guess I'll just have to loot this chest that's sitting here. Oh boy. This is one of the things I honestly enjoy. I just roaming around dungeons, taking care of things. This to me is fun. But now I'm back over here, which is the wrong portion of the map, so I want to go this way. There we go. think this is another one of the chambers. Oh, already been here. Gotcha. I made that wrong. I made that left turn at Albuquerque, didn't I? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Well, maybe I didn't. I thought I had found another chamber. Well, let's do this. That's weird. There's this power sap there. Okay. Thought that was where... We gotta check the map. Why did I end up back here again? This place is so confusing. Here we go. Blood arrow to the rescue. I love getting lost in places. It's so much fun. At least we can pick this up while I've got it. There we go. Alright, this is where I need to be. Alright. There we go. Bingo. Well, at least I got that one. The burial cave of Bergenstow is a labyrinth of tunnels and chambers. I've earned the title of Entwash Vale Tomb Raider. I like that. And I think there's a LOTRO coin reward, I think it's 5. Or maybe not. $30 marks. With appropriate experience. So now we need to turn in that dark talisman. Here we go. There we go. Cleaned up. Yes, here we go. That's what I went for. Alright, you. Here we go. Ba-dam. We'll take that wooden chest. taken the dark talisman and I have thrown it into the abyss where it can no longer bother us. 700 points of faction and 4 silver tokens of the rear mark. And that's it. Let's head back to Eaworth. We are done in here. Salute. That feels good. That feels very good. And there he is right there.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Ah, you have returned. The materials you have brought will go far to aid my people. If you still desire to aid us, I have more tasks of you. Sure, glad to help out. The Armorer's Assistant. I am impressed by your courage. The Vale has become a dangerous place, and you braved it to us to bring us the materials we need to arm ourselves for the siege. If you are willing, I have one more task for you. Use the ore and branches you've gathered to craft spears at the blacksmith's forge. When this is done, deliver the spears to the guards throughout the city. Then return to me. I can do that. Oh look, there happens to be a forge right here. This glowing one, if I don't have the skill, which I don't, or these are for a special thing, you use the special forge. So we will craft these weapons. And now I have to deliver the spears.
Will you aid the horse lords?
This, at least, is a sign that we will defend ourselves if attacked. I only hope that Lord Ingmar convinces his father to take swifter action. I know, but I do what I can, my friend.
Welcome, my friend.
A fresh spear, that is well. We shall soon be overrun by orcs. So where's the rest of the... Okay. Let me get on a horse since we're in town. Safe place to do this. There we go. I think down here is a guard or two. Yep, right there.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Thank you for this spear. The shaft of my old one had been cracked for some time. And he has another quest for me to work on, which I offer him, which I believe, right. Those are the things for the armorer's assistant. I will pick those up in just a moment. No, actually, no. Let's pick them up now. Hell. Blankets for the winter.
Rohirrim have need of your services.
The impending siege promises to be a long one. Many of the people of Eaworth will need blankets to help keep them warm during harsh winter. Take these hides you collected to the infirmary sewing table and make us some blankets. You will need to find some thread and needles as well. For the former, you should speak with Nogwirth in the southern part of the city. For the needles, speak with Odboroth. He is somewhat mercenary, but he will provide you with what you need. When you have sewn the blankets, distribute them throughout the city. Then return to me. I can do that. Horns for battle.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
The Auroch ivory you brought me is of great use. Our guards and warriors will need a battle horns as we enter into this terrible siege. Take the ivory to the supplier's workbench outside the mead hall and craft some horns. You also need fastenings and leather bands. Where I'm held in the northern part of the city can provide the fastenings, and the leather you will need to collect from may be found near Vendor Hall. When you have crafted the battle horns, deliver them to the guards, then return to me. And right there's some of the leather that I need. Just pick it right up.
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
And the last one he has is making of meat pies. Please take the meat you have brought me and make me some meat pies for the people of Eaworth. I need some other ingredients as well. You'll find sacks of flour and vegetables in the vendor hall. Take the ingredients to the oven behind Old Earth's home, the northern part of the city. When you finish baking the pies, bring them to the people in need of them, then return to me. We can definitely do that. Oh, that's just a crafting one. There's more leather. And that's the last one right there. There's the 5. There's some supplies in here that I need right there. Sack of vegetables. Sacks of flour. Hey, if I'm gonna bake a lot of pies, I need a lot of flour. There we go. All right, and he has a quest to turn into. Might as well turn it in while we're here.
Welcome and well met, my friend.
Ah, he wants one of the spears. Be of good cheer. This spear shall skewer orcs before long. It'd be nice if we didn't have to, but these are dangerous times. And Odboroth?
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
He's the sewing needles. You ask much in this dark time. Nevertheless, I will not have it said that Orderbirth of Eaworth did not do his part to prepare for the siege. Here are the needles you requested. Good. And inside the infirmary. Ranghill. Horns for battle, collecting the metal fastenings to make those horns.
What brings you to these lands?
Indeed, I can provide the fastenings you need. If these horns will aid in our defense, I will do so gladly. Okay, everything else looks good. Well, here we go. Quartermaster's workbench. That's for crafting the horns. And now I get to deliver the horns.
What brings you to these lands?
Ah, thank you. These will see much earth during the siege, I am certain. Good. Have to do our part to help.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
You have shown courage and kindness in your efforts, but I still cannot allow you to pass. Well, hopefully eventually I'll earn enough reputation that it will allow me to enter. No guards, okay. Get up on my horse. There we go. He'll take a horn and he'll take a spear.
Aid the horse lords.
Guarding the outskirts of the city like this with no battle horn was a frightening thought. My thanks.
Our mission is dire.
And I thank you for this. I was in need of a fresh spear. And she has some blankets full.
Our mission is dire.
You have shown kindness to my people. I will gladly provide you with the thread that you need. Okay, right down here. Ah. Oh, that's Horn. He has these, I will get to his quest a little later. I'm really, well, there we go. See, rubber banding, so I've got to be careful. Okay. Oh, no thank you. Oh, God, no. I'm not ready to do that one. There's a balance quest up there. I am not ready to try that yet. There we go.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
This is delivering the spears. Thank you for your services. We shall be prepared for whatever course of action Reed Ingbert decides upon soon. I'm glad I was able to help out, and I'm still helping out. There's a sewing table, so that'll make the blankets. Those will need to give out to citizens.
Welcome, my friend.
This horn is a great boon. I thank you.
Our mission is dire.
I thought it unwise for Lady Tulla's guards to be without a means of calling for aid. I thank you.
What brings you to these lands?
I thank you for this gift. It will bring warmth on the cold nights. I also need to bake the meat pies. Right there. That oven right there. There we go. Here we go. Now I deliver the meat pies around the city.
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
This pie is an adequate compensation for the use of my oven. I think so too. I would not deny a person their own, their own. They contributed, and then of course I got to help those in the infirmary as well.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Dark times come, and this pie shall be a blessing in amidst the storm. I think of you. Good. Good. Yeah, sometimes the back art, they're clips in front of the camera. Well, a little annoying, but it's alright. So I've got to deliver battle horns, warm blankets, and meat pies.
Our mission is dire.
We thank you for this gift. You are a friend to the people of Eaworth.
The Dunlendings rally to the banner of the White Hand.
We shall make good use of this blanket. I thank you. These are some of the people that need it the most, though.
We keep safe these lands, but for how long?
I have lost everything, and you bring me a blanket. A blanket? Nay, I should not be so hard on you. It is not your fault that Ingberg protects us not. I'd offer her the meat pie, too, if she wanted it.
Welcome, my friend.
Offram thinks ahead. My family will need warmth now that our home is gone. And she will probably take one of the pies.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Offram sent you with a spy. I thank you. It will go far to feed my family. I have one battle horn and one meat pie left.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
My thanks to you. This will be a boon in the coming days. Good, good, good. I'm glad I could help. Like I said, some of these people have already lost everything they owned. They try to help them out. That's what I was afraid of. Must be on the outside of town then. He'll take a horn and a meat pie.
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
Thank you, friend. I do not relish standing guard out here with no way of sounding the alarm. And he will also take one of the meat pies.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
Offram knows the needs of my family. I thank you for this gift of food. So I can now talk to Offram outside of the vendor hall. I've completed the meat pies, the blankets, and the horns. Here we go. What am I doing? I can do this. I'm just so used to taking my time. I know I can do stuff like this. Blankets for winter.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Thank you for your kindness and your diligence. You are a true friend to Eaworth. Next. Horns for battle.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Your assistance has been most welcome. I thank you. And lastly,
Our mission is dire.
making of meat pies. The people of Eaworth will remember your kindness. I thank you. Which now allows me to finish the Provisioner's Assistant quest, which is an example of questing that you do over the holidays, like the Yule Festival. You'll get a wrapper quest. It'll tell you to go out and complete X number of quests that are part of that quest series. You know, for instance, there's a quest giver in the Yule Town. He'll have you complete quests around the Yule Town, and when you complete 10 of those quests, you get a daily bonus. And then if you do that daily bonus like 4 times in a row, you get not only that daily bonus, but you get a bonus for completing the first phase of the holiday. And it's the way that they build up the holiday. Some of the holiday rewards at the very end can be nice. Hundreds of... hold on one second here. There we go. We're talking like hundreds of thousands of embers of enchantment and figments of splendor and motes of enchantment, which are all used to get some really nice cosmetics in the game. It's a good way to get cosmetics. In fact, the outfit that I'm wearing right now, the cosmetic outfit, that was one that I bought using embers and figments from one of the rotating vendors. This is the it's the Fine Gray Company appearance, and I really like it. And then the cloak that I've got is also from another one, the Cloak of Shadow and Flame. So I like it. So let us move on.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
The Provisioner's Assistant. My thanks to you, friend Shantratra. Your assistance will help Eaworth stand strong against the siege. That's the Provisioner's Assistant. So let me go through here in... Maybe not. Okay. Maybe now I gained access. Oh no, he has a new quest for me. Let's see what he's got.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Kindness counts. Sanjantra, a moment. The kindness you have shown our people has come to the attention of Lady Tola, Lord Ingmar's new wife. She wishes to express her gratitude to you in person. Lord Ingmar's home is in the northern part of the city. Speak with Darmod, the door warden, and he will grant you access to Lady Tola. There we go. Kindness counts.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Ah, Shantrandra the Hunter. The Lady Tola awaits with you within. Please, enter. Nice house. If there's anything. Well, it's a very nice house.
Another lesson learned.
Are you Shantantra? Word of your kindness has come to me, and I desire to thank you. It is not often that strangers offer their aid, nor that they be offered hospitality in return. These days are dire. However, I confess, I was not to show gratitude alone that I summoned you hither.
There is still much to learn.
A lady's fears. Alas, you have no doubt learned that we are facing a siege by orcs on the Misty Mountains. Theoden King has decreed a ban on the hunting of orcs in Rohan, which my husband's father is rightly hesitant to break. Nevertheless, Ingmar, my husband, desires to earn glory in battle, and counsels his father to defend our lands by allowing him to lead an assault on the orcs. I fear that if he does this thing, he will not return, and I will be left a widow, only newly married. Ingmar's grandmother is Reeve Ingbert's chief counselor and speaks wisdom on behalf of Theoden King's decree. Perhaps, if you were to speak with her, she can help convince the Reeve of the wisdom of preparing our defenses here at Eaworth rather than sending my husband to meet the enemy on the open field. Will you do this? And that's probably how I gain entrance to the Meadow, to the, seeing a Reeve Ingelbert.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Hold, Hunter. Did I not say the Reeve was not to be disturbed?
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
Facing fears. You say that Lady Tola sent you to speak with Lady Guda. Well, I will not deny you entrance, though. However, be aware that there is a bitter debate between Ingebert, Ingmar, and Goda. I do not recommend interrupting them unless you have good reason to. If you still wish to enter, let me know, and I will unlock the door. Here we go. Very well, Hunter. You may enter.
Ingmar, my husband, seeks to persuade his father to allow him to lead a force of men against the orcs who now threaten us, despite Theoden King's ban. I hope his grandmother, Lady Goda, may bring wisdom to the debate.
Let's see what we can do. Can we come to an agreement on this matter? Is there no choice that will satisfy us all? I do not see how we can, my son. Theoden King has decreed a ban upon the hunting of orcs. Can we in good conscience disregard his commands? Surely, Theoden King's edict does not extend to repelling invaders. It is madness. Perhaps we should ask this stranger's advice. I am sure it could be eye-opening.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
You, what is your name? Shantratra, you say? You are a stranger here, so perhaps you might provide my father wiser counsel, either myself or my grandmother. I believe the best defense for Eaworth against the coming siege is to attack the orcs directly, and subvert the siege before it has begun. Do you not believe this to be wise counsel? Watch the discourse. Do you see, Father? Even a stranger can see the wisdom of my plan. Neither your grandmother nor I can test that wisdom, Ingmar. Nevertheless, the king's will is clear. There is no choice to defy him. Indeed, my son, Theoden King is an old dotard without reason. He gives us assurances that all will be well in the end. However, though you may not see it, I do not truly disagree with you, Ingmar. We are surely permitted to defend ourselves. Do you agree, stranger?
You have done well.
I do not deny that under ordinary circumstances greater glory might be won by attacking the foe, and perhaps the siege might be averted. But we are forbidden to attack the orcs by Theoden King himself. Under such circumstances, would it not be treason to attack the orcs? Would it not be wiser counsel to fortify the city and prepare for a siege? It cannot be denied that we may defend ourselves against an attack, for then we are not the hunters. What say you? A dilemma, to be certain, but not one without a solution. Let's build the defenses here at Eaworth. We can hold the city with less loss of life than an assault against the orcs. What you say then would be true if we did not have to worry about the outlying farms. What of them? Enough. I can think no more on this. We will continue our discussion later.
What brings you to these lands?
I am more at odds with myself than ever. Arguments have been made for both causes, but I am still uncertain. Can you see no other options? My grandson is headstrong and will not listen to reason. I believe Tolo's fears to be justified. Let us speak of this later. And now I'm actually allowed entrance into the full version of the hall. That was the instance version that you needed the quest in order to get full access to the hall. Because now, as you can see, there are vendors and such up here, including a study and an expert scholar. This is where I might be able to pick up some recipes.
Welcome, my friend.
Only up to tier 5. And general ingredients, nothing new. Okay. And there's a workbench, the expert jewel. Oh, this is the trade hall, too. That's good.
You did very well.
Alas, I am still torn between loyalty to my king and to my people.
I need you to do this.
You have seen how divided my house is. However, I think Ingmar had it right when he said that to you, a stranger, could perhaps give wiser counsel than they, for you are not so close to the situation. Will you speak with both my mother and Ingmar, learn their positions more closely, and determine the wisdom of their arguments? Perhaps then you might come to advise me. My own feelings interfere with my thoughts. You should accept both support Goda and support Ingmar to learn their positions, but you may only complete one of them. Which you should complete will determine who you will support throughout the story arc. This choice is for role-playing purposes only. I actually like that. That, you know, it's just letting you know for role-play which one you feel is better, that in the end, the outcome of either quest line will still be the same. I like that. It allows you to play the way that you want to play. And not a lot of, especially MMOs, they don't do this very often, or you don't see it very often in MMOs. I really like this. I've already heard their sides, I do believe. So now I need to figure out who I wish to support. Do I want to support Goda, or do I wish to support Ingmar? I really do think defending the town is the best point, because I don't believe a raid on the orcs themselves is going to really make that much of a difference. And it'll weaken the defenses here when they will come through and then just overwhelm. I feel if they defend themselves, they have a much better chance of survival, so I would support Goda.
I need your help.
My mother is a strong woman and wise. She has long been my chief counselor and has never led me astray. In the matter of the orcs, she counsels that we refrain from attacking them directly, for the young king has forbidden it. My loyalty and duty to the king dictates that I comply, yet I am uneasy. Eaworth itself has been raided upon numerous occasions, and large numbers of orcs amassed not far from here in clear preparations to lay siege on us. Why then should we refrain from attacking them first, as Ingmar would do? Alas, I know not the answer. Speak with my mother and learn the heart of her arguments. Let me know if you decide then if hers is the wisest course.
I need your help.
How I yearn to ride forth with my son against these orcs who dare intrude upon the lands of the house of Leotharn. Yet I know in my age that my desire, like Ingmar's, is driven more by a lust for glory than for the care of my people. I am torn, for I do see reason behind Ingmar's arguments, but is it greater than my mother's? The lives that would be saved by following my mother's advice would be great, but it would resolve the issue of orcs marauding in the Entwash Vale. Speak with Ingmar and learn the full reason behind his plan, then return to me, and I will make my decision. Excuse me. So let's hear Ingmar's.
What brings you to these lands?
Bah! We stand here and debate the wisdom of attacking the orcs, as if driving away invaders in the Entwash Vale could possibly be the motive behind Big Kita's edict. There is a rumor that Sauron the White, ever the friend and ally of the Rohirrim, has subjected a tribe of orcs beneath his hand. Surely, these are the orcs which the king protects, yet the invaders are from the Misty Mountains. What glory is there in holding up behind these walls, waiting for the orcs to burn them down around us and kill every man, woman, and child within? It is cowardice. Understand, my grandmother is indeed a wise woman, but she is also stubborn. She does not comprehend the opportunity that we have. The orcs have not yet mustered enough strength to lay siege to Eaworth. If we strike now, we can cripple their efforts and drive the Mongols forth from the Entwash Vale. There's no safety within the walls of wood. Fire burns wood, and orcs are master wielders of fire. Will you support my position with my father? Perhaps you may bring him the courage and wisdom. If you believe Ingmar's reasoning to be greater than Goda's, you should bring your support of his plan to Ingbert.
Oh, thank you.
I understand that Tola sent you to speak with me, to help you to convince my son to refuse Ingmar's plan. Indeed, as you have learned, I have been doing just that. The argument is moot, for the kingdom's law must rule our decisions. This land is ours only by his command, and we owe obedience to him through unbreakable oaths. Understand, I do not debate Ingmar's position. If we were permitted, I would be the first to say strike at the heart of the enemy. But we are restricted. That is why I propose that we strengthen our defenses here at Eaworth. Defending a bastion such as this would reduce our losses well beyond what we would see assaulting the orcs. My grandson questions my reasoning, citing for the safety of the Outlayer farms, but many of those farms have already been abandoned, and many more refugees arrive in Eaworth every day. I believe his lust for glory may have blinded his sensibilities. The greater wisdom says we should defend Eaworth with all our might. Word has already been sent to Thornhope, our city in the north, and I expect further aid from Thane Wolfrod at any moment. Will you defend my position with Ingbert? Consider it well. So those are the two positions. Being a hunter. Goda is right. There is a defense to saving and to protecting what you have. But if they're not ready to attack yet and you hit them early, that does make a difference. I think we support Ingmar. Yeah, I know. I'm going against what I said already. I know. Support Ingmar.
Thank you for your help.
You take a moment to convey your support of Ingmar's plan, igniting the passion for glory within Ingilbert's heart. I will not remain holed up within these walls like a coward. His manner calms a little. It is true that we have the opportunity to scatter these orcs like chaff on the wind, but only if we attack first. And I have made my decision.
You did very well.
Counseling Earworth. So, have you heard their arguments and come to a conclusion? Ingbert listens patiently while you impart your counsel. Indeed, I believe you are correct. It is disheartening to be forced to choose whom loyalty shall be granted, but I must agree with your counsel.
I need you to do this.
The best defense. I have given my son charge of preparing for the assault on the orcs, though I still will not give him lead to lead the assault himself. If you desire to aid us, speak with Ingmar and do whatever he bids of you. Perhaps, if you so desire, you may lead the assault against Malstage. My mother and I will continue to oversee the siege preparations here at Eaworth. So that's 4 quests: espying the Vale, blinding the enemy, sowing mayhem, and assist Ingmar with evidence of evil. So we will accept all of those quests.
Our success depends upon our strength.
Oh,
Will you aid us?
looks like we have to actually do them one at a time in particular order. I thank you for your efforts on my behalf. Despite my grandmother's reservations, the garnering of glory is not my main intent. The defense of my people is the heart of my plan and the best defense. Well, I'm sure you know my meaning. But before we can assault the orcs at Mostok, however, we must know their true strength. For this purpose, I would have you ride a patrol through the Vale. Let me mark these points on your map. There. Go swiftly and safely, my friend. Let us head out. Let's mount up and let's do the patrol. We'll come out this gate down here. Defeat mounted enemies in the Entwash Vale. That's a repeatable quest. You mean like that one right there? Let's get buffed up. We're almost at the first point. I patrol the first point. Let's mount up and take air. Let's take off. See if we can find any more mounted riders. At least along the patrol route. You like that right there? There's the second point. And there could always be a warband out here too. Nope, hold that. Hold that thought. There we go. Third patrol point, 135 meters away, not that far. Third point is that way. Third point. Fourth patrol point. It's underneath another marker, so I can't get a distance on it, so we'll just mount up. And there we go. That's the 8th enemy. There we go. Always nice to get a little daily quest done. New quest, Evidence of Evil, Moustache. New quest, Sowing Mayhem. Somewhere in Maustag should be some evidence of the enemy's plans. You should burn the tents of the orcs at Moustache. 2 little remote quests. Let's go ahead and get the 4th point patrol first. which is a Speen the Vale. Alright, let's have a little fun. And there's a 4th point. Company. Here we go. Two more tattered shadows. All right. We will go ahead and save Moustache because we're going to have to come back in here for another quest. Because remember, that's the point where, for the best defense, they want to attack Moustache. Oh, actually, no, wait, we can go ahead and have fun because that'll be an instance. That will usually be an instance. So let's go ahead and see what we can do in here. Nice. We'll just take all these. You have found the orc's orders. Burning the tents. Here we go. I was hoping there might have been something fun in here. I'll take the points on the reward track, though. That's still always worth it. You saw the bonuses, the rewards I've been getting off the reward track. Traceries, because at level 86, whoa, that's a little weird. Level 86, I'm able to redo my weapon with new traceries and such, so I need to get a lot of traceries before then. Wait a second here. Wait for things to settle down just a little bit. Need to just let things settle down a little bit on my connection. Okay, I think we're okay now. Pull it back a little bit. Ooh, ornate cache. Can't let any Raharan text go by, especially here in this orc camp. I mean, really. They don't deserve the knowledge of the Raharim. My job as a scholar to rescue that knowledge. I cleared this area. Ah, that is everything. So we will now patrol the final point. There we go. One meters away, let's mount up. Beautiful scenery. Pull it back a little bit and enjoy. There we go. This I like. Patrolled the final point. So we need to head back to Eaworth. And the fastest way I have to do that is this fort. And I'm going to go and refresh my soda. I will be right back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I have a fresh soda, and I'm ready to continue. So, we are now talking to Eaworth inside the meat, or Ingmar, excuse me, Ingmar inside the meat hall. We've completed all 4 of the, well, we've completed the first of those quests, but we can turn in several more. First one will be Esprit the Vale, so we can pick up the next quest in that chain.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Well done. It was wise thinking for your part when you brought mayhem down upon the heads of the orcs. Now they will be in greater disarray when we attack. Our preparations are now complete. So I guess those are the other 3 quests you wanted me to complete. Blinding the enemy.
What brings you to these lands?
You acted wisely. The fewer mounted enemies we face, the greater our advantage. Evidence of evil, also finding the plans.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
This is ill news. These orders are in the common speech rather than the orc's fell tongue, which means their true leader is not of orc kind. Worse still, they tell of a traitor in our midst. We must be watchful, lest the orcs learn of our plan. Maybe this was the right choice after all. Sowing mayhem.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
Your raid was brilliant. When we attack, the orcs will be in a terrible disarray. So those are the 4 quests that he wanted completed. So now we will talk to Ingbert and move along this quest.
Thank you for your help.
Well done. The time is nearly upon us. Are you prepared?
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
A fateful decision. Ingmar speaks to you in a hushed tone. I have decided, regardless of my father's will, that I shall lead forth my men against the orcs of Malstad. In light of my decision, would you perform a favor for me? Go to my wife Tola and let her know my mind. Let her know that I love her, and that I have come to this decision not out of pride, but for the good of my people. I do not deny that I desire for glory that only a great victory in battle can bring, but in truth, I also do not wish to be parted from my wife. We'll go talk to Tola.
An honourable victory.
What? My fool husband? Then you have failed in the errand I sent you upon? You must return to Sir Eaworth and let him know my husband's mind. Perhaps he can stop him before it's too late.
We will see. But I have a feeling, because that's an instanced area in a sense, I have a feeling he's already left, and it will be too late. What did I tell you?
You did very well.
You have come too late, my friend.
I need your help.
The preparations for the attack on Malstaz are now complete, but alas, Ingmar has defied my commands and has taken command of the assault. Go to him at once and see that he does not do anything rash. I wish that I were joining you in this battle, but I cannot. My duty is first to my people, and I cannot leave them undefended, even to protect my son. You have my thanks for your assistance you have provided us thus far. May you win glory as well. Ha! To battle then, and may the orcs feel the wrath of the Mach.
Against my wishes, my son Ingmar has taken to the field against the orcs of Maustazg. He thinks of the glory a victory would bring him, but not the grief it would bring to those who love him should he perish.
This is one of those quests I'm going to be required to be on horseback. I'm making sure I've got enough of everything that I need. I do. Here we go. You've decided to join us in defending my people. Fight through the mounted defenses of Malstag, but Lord Ingmar must survive. I knew that you were a solid character. Only by driving the orcs away can we truly defend Eaworth. I only hope that Wolfred and his army from Thornhope arrives in time, for we are woefully outnumbered. Until then, for Eaworth, for honor, for glory, for the Ljorthingus. See what we got over here. There he is. You have broken through the mounted defenses of Malstag. Come, we have broken through their lines. Let us continue. we go. There we go. You have broken through to the central camp of Mustache. Who is this? Huaytao? Ooh. He's got the mark of the white hand on him. But is he an orc? The orc kind. Ha! You think that you have won? Fools! Even should you defeat me, your fate has been decided, worms. Your grandmother, the old battle axe, softened your father up for us, just like Shaku insisted. You lie, orc. Lady Goda would never treat with the likes of you. Ah, but I have proof of the old woman's conversation. Here's her signet, proof that you even cannot deny. I will end this. Now, be done with these fools. Oh. Ah, what glory I may have earned has been overshadowed by grief. To know that Saruman the White has betrayed us is terrible enough, but to know that he used my grandmother as the tool is a deathly blow. You lift Angmar and carry him away. You have attained glory against the orcs. But at what price?
You did very well.
Alas, that I could not join in the fray. Perhaps if I had, my son would not lie abed in the infirmary. Nevertheless, victory belongs to the house of Leothorn, and my son has earned the glory he so desired. His wounds will mend, and we will be stronger for it. Eaworth looks grim as he continues, but all is not well. From what Ingmar reports and what you have told me, there is indeed a traitor in our midst with whom I am loath to pursue justice. Ooh, a level 90 bracelet. Super agility, 59 vitality, in combat power regen, and yeah. God, I'd lose 30 agility though. I gain 30 vitality. It's definitely not a replacement for my other one. Though it could be. That would be my minimal loss. I don't need the fate all that much of the combat power regen. For a hunter, fate, it just increases your max power and out of combat power regen. So I could lose a few points of fate. I can't use the other options at all. Well, I could use the woolen gloves, but my guild stuff is far, far superior. So we'll take the lead bull and we'll think about it.
I need your help.
Betrayal. My heart grieves. My mother's always been wise in her ways and her counsel. Why now has she turned to folly? To know that Saruman, ever a friend of Rohan, has fallen evil is nearly more than I can bear. But that he should take with him good folk, such as Goda, daughter of Aethelmar? Nonetheless, I cannot allow this treason to go unnoticed. I would ask that you take my mother into custody. The gods will escort her to the jail to await trial. Damn shame.
You have done well.
Ah, so my son has not the courage to confront me himself. Know this, Hunter. What I did for the good of the riding and of Rohan. The Odin King has become feeble-minded, incapable of ruling the Mark. Saruman is strong and wise. He seeks to only bring order to the lands. No. Gods, take Lady Goda to jail. I will come to her later.
Thank you for your help.
I doubt not that her intent was true, but our allegiance is to Theoden, not Saruman. I cannot believe that there is any good in the deeds of the wizard, and that is a great sorrow. We must, however, persevere, for if our hearts fail us, darkness will consume Rohan. Ah, damn.
I need you to do this.
Regrets and consolation. Sorrow must wait until the danger has passed. However, I wish to be certain of my son's health and well-being. Go to him at the infirmary and learn of his condition. If he is conscious, let Ingmar know that I am proud of him, that he has earned great honor and glory amongst the people of Eaworth, and for his assault on Malstag has brought a reprieve against the siege of the orcs. And I do know where the infirmary is.
Will you aid the horse lords?
The glory does not belong to me only, but to every man who rode against the orcs. It belongs also to you. Tola, my dear wife, was deceived by my grandmother and sought to keep me from harm. She should be made aware that my injury has brought Eaworth a reprieve from the orcs, and that my grandmother has acted in treason. Will you bring this assurance to Tola? You will find her at our house nearby. I can do that.
Another lesson learned.
Ingmar sent you. Then he is awakened and is coherent?
You speak of Lady Goda's treachery and of the glory and honor Ingmar earned, securing the safety of Eaworth against the orcs.
Alas, that I was so blinded by Goda's guile. It must bring terrible grief to Ingmar and his father, but there should be also great joy. For my husband lives, and Eaworth remains free. Return to the Reeve and let him know that my heart is at peace.
I can definitely do that. Ah. 4 born knights from Acre. Just got a reminder, there is a Robin Hood series. It was done years ago. Michael Prade played Robin. And one of the stories they did was 4 poor knights from Acre. And just for some reason, that just kicked in right here. I'll handle with Bernals in a few minutes.
You did very well.
It is good to hear that my son is doing well and that Tola is at peace. However, there is still a matter upon my heart that I would discuss with you.
I need your help.
Hope for Thornhope? I fear that we were not the only ones in the Entwash Vale threatened by the orcs. Weeks ago, we sent word to Thornhope, our city in the northwest of the Vale, requesting aid against the siege, and we have heard nothing from Thane Wolfrot. In light of my mother's betrayal, it may be that the messenger never made it to Thornhope, or worse, Thornhope may already be under siege itself. Would you ride to Thornhope and learn of its circumstances? If they are in need of aid, I bid you give it, for you have brought hope to Earworth. Now, bring hope to Thornhope. I can do that. Now I will go ahead and talk to Horn. And then I'll come back and talk to the 4 knights. We'll go ahead and start moving the epic quest along.
Well, we are here.
Book 8, Chapter 11, Across the Vale. Well, we are here. I did not hurry to see home again, but now that I have it, it fills me with sorrow.
No point in delaying further.
Let's go see my father and see what he has to say. If we are lucky, his people have seen some sign of the Uruks that we search for. If he are not, well, he will not be pleased at my return. Let's, and then we'll go ahead and pick up the 4 knights quest.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
Hail and well met, friend Santantra. It appears our paths run along similar courses. I did not believe these things had become so dire within the borders of the Rittermark, but I see from the orc encampment outside Eaworth that the situation here is worse than I had imagined. I am sore distressed to bring word of the Kundalar to Reeve Engelbert, but if he does not join in the muster, I fear the Eastmet will fall. Will you accompany me to meet with him? This will be a little instance, but we'll go ahead and complete it. Let us meet with the Reeve and see what he has to say.
We have arrived at Eaworth, capital of the Entwash Vale, bringing word of a vast Easterling horde invading from the north. But I fear that word has come too late, for orcs are encamped upon Eaworth's threshold. I only hope that we can convince Reeve Engelbert of the greater threat facing the whole of Rohan.
Welcome to Eaworth, Captain, though I wish it were under better circumstances. You say that you and your men are retainers of Lord Earmer, but what would bring you this far north? My Lord Earmer sent us north to harry the orcs and distract them so that the ridings of the Easterlet could muster a fort. However, when we were away from the wold, we learned that a great horde of Easterlings, like the Kundahar, planned to invade from the north. We rode it south at once to earn the Reeves, but we have encountered naught but resistance. We not send a contingent to Harvard to help bolster its defenses to the north. I fear Eldor Harding is resigned to defeat, though I dare say he will take many an Easterling with him. Would that I could, Captain. You have seen the threats on my very doorstep. As long as the orcs hold us in siege, we dare not reduce our defenses. What of Thornhope? Could they not help to fortify Earworth, while you send help to Harwick? We have sent word to Thornhope long ago, but we've heard nothing from Thane Wolfrod. I fear that they were besieged long before us. If we had not the courage of my son, Ingmar, and our friend Chantra here, Earworth would have already fallen. You say that the siege is all that stands in your way of reinforcing the wold. Then I have a plan. Chantra, would you attend with me a moment?
What brings you to these lands?
So, you have struck at the heart of the orcs' encampment. Perhaps between us we may break the siege, or at least weaken it enough to enable Reeve Engelbert to send a company of men to Harwick. What say you? Will you help me lay a trap for the orcs? Good. Chantra and I believe that we may break the siege, or at the very least weaken it. If we can do this, will you send a company to Harwick? If you can do what you say, then I. If the siege is weakened, I should be able to spare some men for a muster. It will be dangerous for my trap to bring the orcs within the walls of Earworth. Those that shall not fight should take shelter at the north end of the city, behind both the doors. I trust Chantra, and if she shares her trust with you, then so shall I. Earworth and Entwash Vale are in your hands. It is settled then. As we prove the Easterlings no match for the riders of the Mark, so shall we teach the orcs a lesson in fear. There we go. In exchange for a conscription to the muster of the Eastmen. Let us return and set our trap. And I do believe, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. We had a very, very good session today. I had a lot of fun. I was glad to be back on camera again. Thank you all very, very much for watching. Please like, subscribe. My YouTube channel link is below. My Discord link is down below. Also in the pinned comment. Please come by. We'll talk about Lord of the Rings Online, Diablo 4, Path of Exile, you name it. Until I see you all again, be safe, take care. Thank you. And thank you, OKF SFC. You have a great weekend too, and so do you. Take care.